Hello everyone. Today I will be working on the Nakamichi 682zx. This deck in good shape, no big scratches. It has ears, has handles for rack handles, and they are just in the box. So that's the head. Everything looks clean and good. So let's power it on and see what it can do. Right, indicator is bright. Motors work. Yeah, heads have an issue to rise up. Here we go. So the belt is stretched, so as you may see, so we would need to replace belt, lubricate everything. Let's see if it's work. So let's install some tape with the sound. It's in one place, but motor still works. It cannot fully engage. Right here. All right. So let me remove tape transfers. Clean it up, lubricate, replace rubber parts. Then I will assemble that, and then we will get back to tuning part where we can work together. I don't see like the reason. We've been doing this tape transport work so many times, so I would not be repeating myself. If you need more details, please go to my channel page, open search, and search for the decks with like 600 series. Whenever Dragon, so they all have the same tape transport, so service procedure is pretty the same. So see you in a moment. Hey guys, I'm in process of removal tape transport. It's easy. Pull up these two boards, like Dolby board and Azimuth board, and here is the two connectors right here from the tape transport. And here there we have to pull up 3 head connectors from the audio board, and there are 3 screws here, here, and here on top, and the same 3 on the bottom, and we're good to remove. Don't forget to remove the glass from the door to not scratch it, and technically it should be pulling out easily after that. Or I forgot, there is Azimuth motor connector, which on top of this board right here. So let me see. So we need to cut the zip tie. One of the connectors goes, I believe it's for this motor. It's a record level motor, and other connector goes to this motor, which is Azimuth. All right, that's easy as that. All right, I removed the screws and then just pull back this whole mechanism together, as you may see. And now I'm ready to work on it. Let me put this main chassis to the side, and that's it. And you see that it's exactly the same standard mechanism, nothing new, really. Don't forget to lubricate Azimuth slides here. Replace all belts, and you're good. And Idler tire right here. See ya. Okay, I decided to film couple moments. So first of all, remove this zip wire from here. It's easy, just use the tools to push gently on these locking pins, and you would be able to remove it quickly. Next step, I'm removing the Azimuth motor, so it would not take much space, and you would be able to work easily on the transports. All right, so it's done like that. And now I would be able to replace these belts right here. It's quite easy to do. I might briefly show you because I did it recently on Nakamichi 700, I believe. So pop up right here, like that. So that is it. And then gently push it right here. Now you have access. Can you see it? So just remove belt, like moving it around, like that. Okay. So you see, now we can just gently depress and pull the belt out. Just like that. See, around the shaft. Boom, done. So just pull it around the shaft. The new belt, rise slightly, put it around the shaft, pull it back and install it here. That's it. Not a big deal, right? If you know what you're doing. Here all the parts are the same. So I believe I did recently the X7, so you may watch this video. No new steps. Speed control here. These older decks had the motors with FG coil, when they've been sensing the rotation speed and adjusting it using this microchip here. Later models, they just put regular DC motors. Alright, see you soon. Okay, all parts come up easily with no problems. All stands are intact, not broken. That's good news, and that's where you now understand why we've seen those problems when it was slipping and changing commands. The motor was sitting in this position, belt was sitting in this position for so long that it's developed this bump here. And now it just sleeps in this point. Alright. Everything is good. One of the pretty good decks, and it's a bingo on eBay, I would say. Alright. I will show you heads later, but right now, like you know, procedure. Remove everything, remove, lubricate, replace rubber parts, that's it. See you. So as this deck was never serviced, we see the same story with Idler Tire, which fully plastified. Alright, it's hard like a rock. Okay, now I will cut it, remove it and put a new one right here. I hope you remember that lubricated mechanism should work like that. So it should be moving very easily right here and in the other joint. Then your fast forward rewind will be engaging all the time properly. And here I'm back again. So I'm completed and assembled the back side with new belt and new idler tire, and on the front we have to install two belts, one from here from the right reel to the auto stop sensor mechanism, and the smaller one from the same mechanism to the counter. Okay, and we will be replacing these two oval shaped with these two round belts. All right, and here is the heads. I just open it to check to clean up and lubricate this mechanism. You see there is old lubricant I will be replacing. I would say that heads have been used. Okay. We will see, we will measure parameters. It still should be good, it still should be working, but the amount of wear is significant. At least it was working with the good tapes. You see the surface itself is flat, so no caveats. Why? Let me complete the work. See you soon. And when both belts install it, the counter should be moving when we move in right reel. That's how it works. Okay guys, I lubricated this mechanism, so you may see now it can change azimuth of the record head easily with no efforts. I lubricated these two shafts here, so by adding a little bit of oil. What I'd like to mention that you see this arm here with the friction pad. So this has added on the later model 682zx7 has it, RX 505 has it. Early models and 680 they don't have. They've been relying on the friction pad underneath this reel. So there is spring and friction pad, but this was not enough, and they installed this mechanism right here. All right, moving on to our finalized assembly. I'm almost done. See you soon. All right, everyone. Tape transport is installed. So fast forward, quiet and easy. Counter works. Rewind. And playback. I just checked head sits in a good position, so no adjustment is needed. We will only check azimuth. If it's off, everything looks to be fine. But I just mentioned that there is no knob for pitch control. I'm not sure. I have to check my original video. I believe I didn't remove it. All right. So let me prepare, and we will be testing and tuning this deck. See you soon. Okay everyone, so let's start test tuning. So here I'm set 0 levels. Here we have 0 levels. So now switching to the tape. So the first we will be doing is wow and flutter and playback speed. Okay, playing. Let me see. Wow, it's 3050. It's way too high. Okay. Let me adjust it. So with my small screwdriver. And we need to get to the very bottom. And there is a pot. I need to remove this board to get to this spot. Give me a moment. All right. To get and tune it up, I had to pull up Azimuth board, but to pull up Azimuth board, I have to pull up Dolby board. All right, so I'm just tuned. It's 2998, 2999, and flutter around 0.08 with some time jumping a little bit. I mentioned that pinch roller, right pinch roller is a little bit like, I'm not sure it's not wear, it's kind of was clean it this way or whenever. It still would be playing fine, no problem. See, and it slowly goes up and down. And speed is not a speed of pinch roller, probably just motor and microchip needs to work a little bit to stabilize more, because as I lubricated everything, I lubricated motor shafts and bearings on both motors. Right now you see results. It was 3050. It's how much lighter force needed for motor to run. Okay, so let me put boards back and let's continue. All right, the next test would be azimuth test. My tape, which I trust. Now let me switch to the levels and oscilloscope. Yes, and azimuth a little bit off, but we did touch it heads, so it's not much, but we need to adjust it. So to do it, we need to remove this small cover right here. Okay, to get access to the holes so we can adjust. And now we can get to the Azimuth and adjust it a little bit. Done. And we even can check these Larousse figures, and it's how many? Yeah, it was 15 kilohertz, so it's pretty good. And I like the levels. Okay. Now, next step, I will check playback level. It's a little bit, it's plus 1 decibel. So let me see here. Oh, it's even more. Plus 2 on right, plus 3 on the left. Okay, to adjust it, I need to pull up this Dolby board and get inside. So I need my 2 hands. So there are 2 ports on the playback board. All right, give me a moment. See you soon. All right, guys. I'm decided to check by service manual, and we have test points 103 and 203 here, which I'm connecting here on the board. So it goes ground, and then 2 test points on these pins right here. And according to the manual, we should set start with test tone and set 400 Hz and 15 kHz levels, and make sure that we will get 90 millivolts, right, for 400 Hz and minus 20 decibel from that on 15 kHz. So here is 400 Hz. Let me show you. We have 90 millivolts, right? But the problem is between left-right channel, it's not even. On the right channel, it's just 68. And this we can observe here on the indicator. All right, we have what we have. Probably capacitors aging, I'm not sure right now. And if I will switch to 15 kilohertz, right, I just tune it, it should be minus 20 decibel. And I just did 2 clicks, and we have 9 millivolts. And it shows fine, and we shows a little bit overshoot here, but we will be setting indicator a little bit later in the next steps. And here we have 90 and 78. All right, so it's still not even, but a little bit better. So probably capacitors needs to be replaced. All right. Continue tuning up. Okay guys, for this step I'm a little bit cheated, so I'm using external generator 400 Hz here, and you may see it shows output levels technically even. And here we have both channels 90 millivolts on test points right here. Alright. So, and now I will adjust levels for the indicator, and then we'll move forward. See you soon. All right, guys. Tuning. So let me go back to the instructions. Okay. This part is quite interesting. So indicator level calibration. So I'm feeding 400 Hz and 15 kHz to input jacks. All right. Using my VTVM. So here we go. I need to go to 400 Hz. Okay, and now it's a little bit bigger. I was measuring with my millivoltmeter to get 90 millivolts here, test points. Then we adjusting levels, and now I see that VTVM a little bit, like 1 decibel adjust. So that's where we now need to set up 0 levels. So those load. And it's the first and third potentiometers on the board. All right. Let me check one more time. So I will just make sure those are was proper levels. It should be like that. One more time. Start reading. Okay, and this one. Now I'm switching to 15 kilohertz minus 20 decibel. All right. And I have to short pin 14 and pin 5s on the east to make sure that it will read 0 decibel, like it will increase levels by 20 decibel. And now I see I need to adjust a little bit. Okay, so I need my 2 hands, do that, and I'll get back to you. Okay, I just did it. It's second and fourth spots, 0 you see. Down there, 4 white spots in a row. So first and third from the top are 400 gears, and second and fourth 15 kilohertz. Now you see, now when I will release my junction, it will show minus 20. All right. That's how it works. All right, moving on. All right, guys, that would be the final result after tuning. Everything like more or less normalized. Now, see, that's the external generator, 400 hertz, full level. That's a 400 hertz minus 20. Left shows a little bit more, but it's indicator. Now I'm going to 15 kilohertz, and it shows proper value, minus 20. All right, and here I see minus 20, 15 kilohertz, 400 hertz. That comes out of deck. Now switching to the full level, and now I'm switching to the 400 hertz embedded generator, and I was able to set it properly here. So even if I will turn off my levels here, you see internal generator works pretty fine, and we have zeros on the indicator. And now I turn on 15 kilohertz, we have zeros here, and we have minus 20 level here. Perfectly. Works well. Now it's time to install the test tape. It's in turning off generator, switching to the tape, and playing. And it shows zeros now. You see? Proper values, and proper values here. All levels been set properly. That's good. Took some time. All right. The wires, even like high quality wires, I'm using from my probes to connect to the VTVM. Introduce it not much, but like 1.5 decibel levels distortion. So I had to play around a little bit to make it perfect. Now you see, that's my tape. It's a little bit demagnetized, and it perfectly shows that levels a little bit jumping, you see. And it's here. It goes a little bit lower, higher. Pretty minimum differences. All right, that's good. Let me prepare for the next steps. All right, as the next step, we will be measuring minus 20 decibel white noise recorded on my DR2. Let me rewind to the different spots on this tape, just to make sure that we find. It's 120 microseconds. All right, we're playing. Here you see what I see. We have a head degradation. On 16 kilohertz we have how many? So that's minus 20, minus 22, minus 23, 24. We have like about 5 decibel degradation Alright, but levels are pretty close, that's good. Let me see Sony tape, what we will get from Sony. I don't remember which side is which. Let's see, here we go. So Sony tapes, it plays fine, but not Nakamichi tape. Alright. I need to chat with owner to see if he is willing to adjust frequency sweep so we can shorten resistors down below there from the board to make sure that heads will reproduce more high frequencies than what we've seen. Alright, see you soon. Alright guys, I tuned it recording for the type 1 tape and it's currently completing checking frequency response for the recording. As you may see on -20, it can record type 1 beyond 20 kilohertz, on -10 up to 16 kilohertz, and on 0 level up to 10 kilohertz, which is perfectly good for this deck. So we agreed with the owner that we will not change frequency response. It plays pretty fine. I tested tape recorded with Dolby B factory tape, and when I use Dolby B, it plays really nice. Alright, so continue tuning. Left to tune chrome and metal tape and test calibration. See you soon. Alright, and here's a TDK SA, and that's the frequency response on recording for this tape, and -10, right, and 0. Alright, and let's do pink noise, 0. A little bit rolling off. Interesting, I don't see this 400 Hz. 15 kilohertz, 18, 20, so no drop here when we play just one frequency comparing to the noise. Alright, metal tape left. Alright everyone, so that we will be finishing this part. So adjust it with the metal tape, doing automatic calibration. So you see it says levels and azimuth. Alright, calibration complete. So now I can record, and here is the test tone. You see, it's fine, and 15 kilohertz. It's fine, let's adjust here. So we're good, everything is complete. Now let's check recording and see what we get here. And this is metal tape, tested, recorded, tuned, perfectly fine, goes above 20 kilohertz. All right, that would be it. I will also install LEDs because owner requested to do it. See you soon. All right everyone, here I'm just installed new LEDs and blue film by request of the owner. He liked to have indicator of the blue color. So now let me close the cover and let's see how everything will look like. And we will close this LED, would not be so bright. Alright, so it will look like that. Just perfect amount of light and perfect non-green indicator. Alright, mod is complete. Let me assemble and let's finalize it. Alright everyone, this would be the final product with installed LEDs, with installed rack handles. I found them in the box, they've been packed separately. So here is the lights. Okay, Now, type 1 tape. Let's do calibration. 120 tape. Azimuth. Here it's adjust level and azimuth. Okay, now if I like to test it, I run 400 gears tone, source, tape, source, tape. Okay, let's see, it may change pretty minimum values. Alright, 15 kilohertz, source, tape. That one we can adjust on the front, and bias is right here, left channel. Let's add bias a little bit. Good. Place and records, source, tape. Good. Next one, TDK SA, type 2 tape, SX 70 microseconds. Testing. Complete successfully. Recording. Tone. Source. Tape. Good. 15 kilohertz. Source. Tape. Perfect. TDKMA. Switching to the text. This is increase the level a little bit. And Azimuth. Done. Alright, testing. 400 hertz. Source tape. 15 kilohertz. Source tape. Technically right there. Alright. Done. Next. Let's test Sony XR. It has a higher output level, but it needs different bias. See, it's decreased level. That's correct. And set up Azimuth. Done. Recording 400 hertz. Source tape 15 kilohertz. We would need to reduce bias to accommodate this tape. Done. Done. Source tape. Nice and easy. Let's find different kind of type 1 tape. Calibrating. Complete. Recording 400 hertz. Source tape 15 kilohertz. Need reduce bias a little bit for this tape. Done. Source tape. Perfect. So you may see the tapes looks really nice with this light. Okay, counter looks really nice. I like the blue display, not green. So all in all, DeX looks now much better. Okay, that would be it. All modes work, everything works. I tested factory tapes, I tested recorded on Nakamichi tapes, and everything sounds really well. So I'm happy for owner. I believe he gets a bingo on eBay with this deck. Thanks for your time. See you in my next adventures. Bye-bye.